Question 6 here is coming from circles, coordinate geometry, but particularly circles. The circle with equation, this one here, and the straight line with this equation are shown in the diagram. The line intersects the circle at point A and B. Find the center, and the center of the circle is at C. Find by calculation the coordinates of A and B. So we are going to solve these two simultaneously, okay? We just substitute this one here where y is here, and then we form a quadratic in x, then we solve that. So we shall have x plus 1 squared plus y here is 3x minus 20, then minus 2 squared is equal to 85. When we expand this one, it will give us x squared plus 2x, then plus 1. Then square this one here, it will give us 9x squared. Then 2 times 3, that is 6 times negative 22. That one will give us 132. So minus 132 of x, and then square 22. 22 squared, that is 484. 484. Of course, I will bring the 85 this side. It becomes a minus. Then that is equal to 0. I do this to form one quadratic equation. X squared plus 9 squared, that one gives us 10 x squared. And then 2x minus 32, minus 132, that one will give us minus 130 of x. Then we have 1 plus 484, that will be 485, then minus 85, that will be 400. So it's a positive 400, which is equal to 0. This is a quadratic we are supposed to solve. Of course, we can divide all through by 10. Then we shall have x squared minus 13x, then plus 40. Okay, so two numbers, when I multiply them, I get 40. But when I add them, I get negative 13, because that will be negative 8 and negative 5, okay? So that means here we shall have 8 minus 5, x minus 5, and then x minus 8. This will be equal to 0. So when you equate all of these ones to 0, our x is going to be equal to 5, and then the other x is going to be equal to 8. So for each of these values of x, substitute to get the values of y. You can use this one or this one here, but use the one that is simpler. Of course, this one here. So what will be y when x is equal to 5? That will be 3 times 5, which is 15, minus 20. This one will be negative 5. Then for this one, y is going to be equal to 3 times 8, which is 24, minus 20. Then this one will give us a 4. Now, when you look at these two, x has gotten a bigger x coordinate compared to b, okay? So b has a smaller x coordinate and a negative y coordinate. So I will therefore say A is the one that has the bigger x coordinate 8, then the y coordinate is a 4, and then b with a smaller x coordinate, and then the negative y coordinate. So this is going to be my answer. Part B, find an equation of the circle which has its center at C and for which the line with the equation, this one, is a tangent. Okay, now we are going to have that circle. The center is negative 1, 2. Okay, then the tangent, let's say the tangent is here, and that is, there is a point here, A, we have seen, because the equation of this one is 3x minus what? 20. So A here is 84, and then this one here, B, we are seeing 5, negative 5. Now, when you check back here, for this one to be a tangent, okay, so there is a circle whose center is this one, but it is going to pass here like this. Okay, so this one here, where it is meeting, where this line is meeting this circle, it has to be the midpoint. Okay, it has to be the midpoint of A and B. Okay, and B, because usually the perpendicular line that comes from the center of the circle usually bisects the chord. Do you see that? It bisects the chord. So by using this circle here, okay, you remember in circle theorems, you have this one as a chord. There is a point here, there is a point here. This line here always bisects the chord. So this one has to be equal to that. Why? Because this one is an isosceles triangle. Okay? This one is an isosceles triangle. There is arrow here and there is arrow here. So this is the one that I'm using here. So this is the radius and that is the radius. So another circle whose center is this and then uses this line as a tangent. That means where it is going to meet it, it is going to be at the midpoint of these 2 points A and B. I hope I'm clear there. So we therefore need to find the midpoint of A and B. Okay? In fact, let me just write it here so that you pick it. If the line Y is equal to 3x minus 20 passes through A and B, passes through A and B, and is a tangent, to the circle with the same center, which center do we have? C, negative 1, 2. Then the circle meets the line Y is equal to 3x minus 20. The circle, this new circle, okay, meets the line at the midpoint, of the midpoint of the line AB. Okay, so we need to find the midpoint of AB, average of the x, so that will be 8 plus 5, then divide by 2, and then the average of the y, 4 plus negative 5, that will be a negative 1. So this one will give us 6.5 here, because 13 divided by 2, and then this other one is going to be negative 0.5. So just like that. So this one is 6.5 and then negative 0.5. Now we need to get the radius here. The radius. So the radius, we are having those two coordinates. So it's the square root of change in x. We have negative 1 here, then minus the 6.5 squared, and then the change in y, we have 2 minus, then minus 0.5, and then is square. So what do we get all together here? We have negative 1 minus 6.5, of course that will be negative 7.5. You square it, then plus, this will be 2.5 squared. Then that will be root of 62.5. Now they want the equation of the circle. Remember, the general equation of the circle is given by x minus a bracket squared, then plus y minus b bracket squared, which is equal to r squared. So the center is that AB. So this simply implies we shall have x, then minus. The center, remember, is this one here. So then minus 1. You see? So I will just put plus 1, then squared, then plus y minus the 2 squared, which is equal to r squared. So you have root of 62.5, then square it. And then finally, we get x plus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared, which is equal to 62.5. Just like that. And this is the equation of the circle. Its radius is, of course, smaller than the other first one. Okay, so that is that.